Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer, Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, call 206-402-0100 and enter PIN number 161329#. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you beautiful people that I love. I'm coming to you from some empty, echoey room in a big convention center in Orlando. And that refers, of course, to the Book of Mormon if you haven't seen it. Anyway, I am, as you know, this was postponed because of the hurricanes. And I'm quite happy to see how happy and up people here are, despite everything they've been through in the last few weeks. So, yeah, it's heartening to see the human spirit continuing to raise up, right, in the face of all odds. I've got a lot of information to bring to you today. First of all, I want to remind all of you that the brand new program, Awesome Magical Creation, is open to everyone. There are payment plans for everyone, and it is the complete package with guidelines about how to find your blocks and everything. Everything's included in it. Workbook, the whole schmagiggle. So that's available on the website. Guys, I don't even know where to start. This election, what you're watching play out in this election is literally the dark versus the light. And it's very clear what the dark is, very clear what the light is. But your job is to stay focused on what you want. And from the letters I'm getting, and gee, what about this? And oh my God, I'm so worried. You're not doing the work, guys. We've got to do the work. Do you understand? Fear and darkness, their whole agenda is to overwhelm you with the fear and darkness so that you do not create consciously. You get involved in all of the fear and the darkness. And oh my God, what if? Not going to get you what you want. Okay? We know what we want. We want a country and a world of lightness, of fairness, of integrity, of honor, of truthfulness, communication, clarity. That's what we want. And it feels like love. Create that. And then the person that matches that clearly steps forward for you. And if it's not about a person, those attributes must step forward. Do you understand? So remember, worry is a negative prayer. Stop flipping worrying about the election. I can tell you it's on a divine path. Okay. This next thing I want to talk about is hugely important for everybody. So put everything down, please. I asked, and this is the only thing they gave me, at least so far, what do we have to get into alignment? I wanted to know why I was directing specific things and they were not coming to fruition. And the channel took me to, when I value myself, I have to abandon myself. And what that came down to was the belief that every person has, that in order to get something we want, we have to give up something we want in another area. So if I want a successful career, I have the belief that I have to pay for it with my health. A lot of people create wellness or movement forward in their career and lose all their relationships. You see it everywhere. We feel like there has to be a trade-off. There doesn't. God said, I want to give you all the desires of your heart. So what we have to lovingly and with excitement train our brains to know is that when I value myself, I create absolutely everything that I wish to create. And the universe answers me and creates with me successfully everything I am asking for, everything I am directing. We are invoking the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. We are divine love, and so it is. This is a big one, guys. Please, everybody, focus on this week. It will affect the election. It will affect your health, your money, your relationships, your success, everything. I direct that I create everything I want, and the universe answers and delivers. And so it is. It's a really big one. I can't emphasize how important this one is. Okay, we can go to the calls. Please have your questions ready, and I'm going to Susan in Niagara Falls. You're on.
Hi, I hope you got my email.
I got your email and I answered your email.
Oh, I haven't seen
Hold
it.
on.
That's okay.
Hold on. And then it came back as non-deliverable.
Wow.
So make sure, Susan, that you, and this goes for all of you, I'm running into this a lot with the community, that you're not picking up your phone messages, you're not picking up your emails, or we have somebody put in one wrong digit in their phone number. This must be an old email that we have for you. This is part of your creation responsibility, guys, to stay on top of any way that you communicate or that someone can communicate to you. Okay, so Susan, I don't know, they took me to two things. She had written me about her health. It sounds like you're feeling better, are you?
I'm feeling somewhat better. Talita and I worked together and did a lot of work yesterday. I am feeling better, a little better.
Who did you work with?
Talita.
Oh, uh-huh.
Talita Stevens, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I just didn't hear you say the name.
Yes.
Okay, yes. And there's two very important things to get to. I can't remember what they were, Susan. I did take the time to do the work, so you'll know it. I sent it on to Lauren to get it to you because I've been traveling. But you make sure you write Lauren now and give her your updated email, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is that it?
If that's all you have for me at the moment.
Well, honey, I have it all for you, and it's in an email.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay?
been able to receive your email, so I'm very ill.
All right. Okay, well, why do you think you're ill?
Yeah, the medication that I was on, I took off too fast. I'm in withdrawal. I'm dealing with withdrawal symptoms right now, like I was a drug addict.
So why did you go off the medication?
Because it was making me feel out of body. It was doing horrible things. I felt like my body wasn't connected to my head.
Okay, so Susan, did you call your doctor about it?
I'm going to see my doctor next week.
Okay,
no.
So yes. No, you didn't. You don't go off medication that a doctor puts you on without calling him and telling him what symptoms you're going to.
Well, actually, I suggested the medication because it was a friend suggested it to me, so I told my doctor that's what I wanted. So,
and he gave it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I have to.
So now I want you to stand back after this first part that I gave you before I took the call.
Okay.
So my friend told me about this medication. I told my doctor I wanted it. My doctor gave it to me. I had some kind of reaction, and I chose to go off it.
True.
Okay. None of that is a recipe for succeeding in feeling better.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask the channel to redo what they gave me in your email, but they do want to give you a core belief. Well, see, it's the same thing. When I value myself, I feel like I have to give up. So what are you giving up in order to be healthy?
I don't really know.
All right, hold on. We're going to the life subjects. Here, 1 through 5. 1, 2. Yeah, you're giving up your divine right destiny, which is to be well and happy and have everything you want. So let me just ask, do you believe that's your destiny? No. Do you believe your destiny is to be a victim? It goes to my big yes, Susan.
Yeah.
So if we have a belief, and many of us do, guys, that we have to be a victim in this lifetime, how are we going to get what we want? And sure as hell, how are we going to get everything we want? It's not possible.
No.
Because we have to remain a victim. Okay? You are a victor in your health, in your money, in your wellness, in your success, in your life. You are victorious. This goes for all of us. And we direct ourselves to know that whatever we ask for, the universe supplies and matches. And we accept it. Invoking the symbol formula by the flame golden light, we are divine love, and so it is. All right, make sure you get a hold of Lauren with that information, okay?
Thank you. I will.
You bet. You bet, sweetheart. Feel better. Okay, we are going to Dell in Connecticut. Hi, babe.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
Pretty awesome.
Great. So I went to have a filling taken care of in my my upper tooth, and that went really great. New dentist, everything was really wonderful. And she saw a fracture in my bottom tooth, that I need to do a crown on, and hopefully she can save it without having to pull it. So
okay, what's your question?
My question is, energetically, what does what is that fracture all about? Because I had one on the other side.
Yeah,
a couple of
interesting. It's interesting. That's not the highest question.
Oh.
The highest question is why you allowed the fracture.
Okay.
And we're going right back to the same core belief. When I value myself, I have to give up myself in one place to get something else. That's what the next monthly meeting is going to be about. I'm going to do a whole thing on health and literally creating the health and wellness that we desire. So, the next question then would be, why? What is it that you feel you had to trade for this tooth? All right, are we back to the life subjects? Yes. This one, 1, 2, 3. Loving myself. If I'm going to love myself, I have to harm or disappoint myself somewhere, somehow. That's how I'm going to earn the right to love myself. And if you want to know where that came from, look at Adam and Eve and, everybody that got put on a cross or burned at the flame or all that BS stuff that we learned, right? It's not how it has to be, guys.
Well, and, I really feel, that I really take really good care of myself. And I really love being with myself. And I really have a lot of deep love, more and more so.
I get a huge yes on that, Adele. And this is, because of that, this is one of those very, very, very hidden, way down deep messages from your childhood.
Yeah, and when you're saying that, that's what I felt. And I think it was part of, growing up, almost like I was raised Catholic, that basically the martyrdom. And I really saw that. I I really need to do this. And it has to be something that's so deeply embedded way back when, because
all of us.
Yeah.
In all of us. That's why the next webinars are going to be on this for sure, because I am determined and committed to get to every piece of information about how we create the state of health and wellness and why we're not. So we're going to do it.
Yeah,
but just know you're perfectly on the road you're supposed to be on, and because of that, they're giving you this little gem so that you can redirect it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right,
and
baby.
Thank you, Dee. And thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Boy, this is what I wanted. This is what I asked for today. Clarity. Eileen in Brooklyn, you're on.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, babe.
I love listening to you. I learned so much.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I feel like I am still working on that 3-year-old, but in the process, I also see that it's not that I had to give this thing up with my sister, but I feel that if she were in my life, it would be something toxic I'd be fighting all the time. And I gave it up because
Good.
I feel like I'm building my own family now. And it feels right.
Okay, as long as you're also not allowing yourself to feel guilty about it.
Not at all. I mean,
Okay,
I had a
good.
long talk with my cousin in Florida, and I told her this is what happened, and you know, her husband, my cousin Seymour, you know, he was always trying to put us back together. You girls, blah blah blah. But you know, on the other side, I think he is applauding what I'm doing.
Okay, we don't care. We only care what Eileen's doing. Are you applauding?
Yes, I am.
Yep, I get a yes on that. So
Yeah.
move on. You've made your decision. Now you create as much happiness for you as is possible in this world, and that's a lot.
Yeah. I'm doing my best.
Yes,
And
I get a yes on that. And your health, your mental health, and your spiritual health is better because you are serving yourself in this instance.
Yeah. And I'm out there helping people all the time. You know, I'm in downtown Brooklyn. And if I can help, I help.
Good.
You know,
and not at the
so
expense of you.
And I'm so glad we're back into the divine feminine. And I'm just delighted. I pray for Kamala every day.
Good.
I think she's wonderful.
Good. You keep your focus on what you want with love, and you create that. We know that. All righty? Good, Eileen.
Thank you.
Go be happy, baby. You've earned it. All of us have earned it. Anya. Whoa, hold on. There you are. Anya in North Carolina, you're on.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How did you come through all the hurricanes, baby?
We were, I'm surrounded by trees, but no trees fell on my property, lots of branches. But I'm in a subdivision I'm about 45 minutes outside of Asheville. My son,
you came through just
so
fine.
I came through okay. I had a generator. We have good neighbors. Our roads are destroyed here, and we're in the process of talking to FEMA about, you know, our access. We've had landslides underneath our main road in.
Okay, Anya.
Huge.
Anya, I asked how you came through, and you came through
I did.
fine.
I did.
Okay. What's your question?
Yeah. I would like to know what the channel needs me to know right now moving forward after all of this.
The first thing I swear I heard was do whatever you can to stay out of overwhelm.
Okay.
Said positively, that means take everything moment by moment, focused on what you want. Not what's wrong, not what's happening, not what has to be fixed. What is it you want?
Okay.
What's the final state of things that you want? Are you clear about that? I get a sort of kinda.
Yeah. Yes. I'll say yes.
All right. The clearer you are in the positive, the more you create in the positive and your
Yes.
prayers are answered. Okay?
Yes.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay, good.
Something just popped into my awareness from the last caller. Somewhere in me, from somewhere, I can feel, sense, hear in what I say. There's a victim mentality. Tape playing in the background. I would like to know where that's from and how I can.
Dear God, guys,
clear that.
We don't clear energy. We redirect it. You know that.
Yes.
And the victim energy is within all of us from the beginning of time. Just go back to poor Eve. She picked the frickin' apple and we were all doomed. Okay?
And we were all,
It's a part of our story. And that's how we abandon ourselves, with that story of victimness. Okay? Crap can happen to you. It's your perspective that decides whether you feel like you're a victim and continue to create yourself more in the victimness. That's up to you. Right now, in this moment, everybody should say, screw that, I'm victorious. I am the powerful God of me that creates me successfully in every way, and oh, it feels like yummy love.
Okay.
Okay? We don't look at the sewers. We don't look at the trees. We acknowledge them. It happened, and we are not victims of what happened. It is an opportunity to continue to create what we want. Okay?
Yep.
All right, baby. Thank you. Whoa, what a good show. We all needed this show. We needed to purge this shit. Lee in Hawaii, you're on. Hi, babe.
Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much.
Purge this shit.
Yes.
Let's all do a chant. Purge this shit. Purge this shit.
How about the good body revives? The good body revives. We're creating by light. We're creating by light. Right?
I love it.
Oh my gosh, I needed this clarity. I just had to call in today.
But Lee, what did you text? What did you text me last week?
Oh, I know, and it was.
I know, but I want you to. You're one of the leaders in this community, so share with people what you texted me, because we're all doing it.
Okay. It's almost funny. I wish it were. I texted Dee if the Donald J. Trump on the ballot was actually the junior, and they were playing a game to have him elected as president, because they have the exact same name legally.
And I wrote you back what?
Why are you focusing on that?
Yes, ma'am. That's not what you want. You see, they've grasped us and our energy. Ooh, find a conspiracy theory. That's what's going on. Find it. Don't trust anything. Not what you want, guys. What you focus on is what you create. Thank you for having the balls to share that, Lee. I appreciate that. And you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
May I ask the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
So what came up for me was, during the call, was this, so you talked right at the beginning about where our focus is. So are we focusing on our shadows, our darkness, our scariness, our fear, our story, or are we focusing on the truthfulness, on the light, on the love, on the joy?
we're focusing on the bullshit and the darkness.
So is it an addiction to this fear?
Sure. Do you know every dictator in the world, including the devil, has controlled people with fear? If they can get you to fear them, then they can control you. So I was ordering a sign for the front yard, a Harris Walt sign, and I swear to God, guys, I heard myself have the silent thought, oh, if I put that up, am I going to attract trouble to my home? Before I even knew I thought it. But you see, they put it out there, and they put it out there, and they put it out there, and after you hear it so many times, it will become a part of your psyche unless you are redirecting it. And I stopped myself right there, and I said, that is not a thought I want. That is not the reality I am creating. I am creating a country of acceptance where all people have the right to speak their heart freely. That's what I'm creating. But, you know, I think if you ask yourself, you've all had a thought or two of, oh, well, you know, Donald Trump said if he gets elected, he's going to come for everybody that wasn't for him. He said it out loud. Mm-hmm. Is that that's not the kind of political atmosphere I want. That's not the world I want. So I'm asking you, please, put your energy where the love is, where the positive is, where the acceptance is. It really is up to us. Because right now, God, somebody just screamed out in the hallway. That was weird. Right now, well, they're correcting me. Last week, the light and the dark were at a 50-50. Now the light has surged ahead. And we know from the good book that the light always wins. However, and this came through when I was doing the work on behalf of the collective during the week, there has been, all right, there is still in many, a belief that in order for the light to win out, the dark has to take over for a while. So ultimately, we won the war at the expense of a lot of Jewish lives. So the Holocaust had to happen for the light to come. Christ had to be crucified for God to show up. It's bullshit, and it's not true. But we know, as we believe, it is delivered to us. What do you choose to believe in this moment? Okay, guys? It really is up to us. Lee, do you have any other questions?
Well, just to share that someone had shared with me this week, because, you know, that's probably the biggest lie we've been carrying forward forever. And so when we just say, does the sun effort to shine or does the sun just shine?
Exactly. The sun chooses to shine.
The sun chooses to shine.
What are you choosing? What are you choosing?
Yeah.
What are you choosing?
Yeah.
The fear, or the light. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for being so honest with me. I love you. All right. We are going to, where are we going? Johanna, I think, in Santa Fe.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, sweetheart.
I was just thinking, boy, this show is not for lightweights.
Fuck no. What's the point in that?
I don't know. It just, well, okay, I do have my question.
I know my Baptist preacher is out today, and I like her to be out today because
I like everything you say always. I feel honored to be on this call. I really do.
Thank you.
It's like,
thank you.
I don't miss this call, and I miss a lot of things I would like to do, but I never miss this call.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Going to you're very welcome. Thank you. When you at our last session, because last week you weren't here, the week before that, you had mentioned how you were getting recognition at places. And it just brings me to tears because I have been holding for a long time, and I think I emailed this to you, that I believe that you will get from the Academy, you will get a special award, and because you deserve to be recognized. So when you told me about how you were getting recognized in public, I felt like my dream for you was starting to come true.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Thank you, Johanna. Oh,
I really did. And it's so important for me to acknowledge those things, to see that I do have power.
Okay, so I want to share with
I
you.
Have power.
I want to share with you hold on, I want to share with you just what happened to me. When you said that the Academy was going to recognize me, my first thought was, oh yeah, sure. Swear to God, I'm putting my soul on the line here so everybody can see my crap today. But that's the first thought that came in. And while you were talking, I stopped it and I said, no, not the thought I want. I'm acknowledged, I'm honored, and I am celebrated in every way. But look, even as I'm teaching it, how that thought came in. Crazy, isn't it?
Well, it's inspiring to me because it validates that, me having that stuff is okay. I just need to keep working on it.
You bet. And I cannot tell you how my life has turned around this year. I mean, ever since I started teaching this work, my life has turned around. But this year, dramatically turning points in my life, my career, my personal life, everything. And again, they want to bring forward for everybody. We have the right to have it all. So what thought just came in to your mind? Did you say, yeah, man, or yeah, sure? Yes, we can. We are creating it, and the universe absolutely hears everything we are directing. Invoking the symbol formula, violet flame, golden light, we are divine love. So it is. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I want to add one more thing. Part of the reason that I know that is going to happen, because I believe in the Academy, because my friend Wes Studi was given a special award for being an Indian actor, that to acknowledge the indigenous aspect of his being, and being a Vietnam vet. And it was just so beautiful. I mean, it just gives me the chills, that he got that award. And I thought, well, hell, these have done a lot more than Wes. I thought he for sure is going to get an Academy Award.
And I am a girl from Kansas who is ready to be recognized, baby.
And he was an Indian from Oklahoma. Dig it.
Yep, I am. I am,
So
and that
anyway,
was awesome that he was, by the way.
I know.
Beautiful.
He's such a great guy. So,
well, listen, you'll be the first to know, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you for calling in. Oh, I love you guys so much. I don't have a name, but we're going to, hold on, Beaver Falls. It's a wireless caller from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania is what it says on here. Somebody talk.
I guess that would be me.
Yep, that's you. Who is this?
Okay. This is Justine.
Hi, Justine. What can I answer for you, baby?
Okay, so during my morning ritual, I came to a thing. I know of for sure at least one miscarriage in my life, maybe two, possibly. And all of a sudden, I came that I cannot create because I never physically gave birth. Because the life within never fully formed. I get a
yes on that. Yep.
And was spontaneously aborted.
Okay. So they're saying the original belief is that I can never complete my creation, which helped create the aborted babies.
Okay.
So who taught you that you can never complete your creation? Hold on. 0 through 5, 0, 1, 2 years old. This is interesting, with your dad.
Okay. Makes
Did
sense.
Did you watch your dad keep trying to create and never be able to get it done?
Not so much. Yeah, not so much trying to create, just jumping from one thing, never actually completing anything, just jumping from one thing to another.
Okay. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. So nothing ever gets created. I'm always looking past my creation to what I need to do next, but then I look past that creation. You want to start directing your brain with lots of love. I always complete my creations.
Okay.
How does that feel?
I have major chills.
Yeah, I bet, sweetheart. Yeah.
Yes.
So you, every night, every morning, direct and it is a direction. I am directing myself to know and complete all my creations, and I direct the universe to match me in that. Okay?
Got it. Thank you.
You bet. Woohoo! Damn, I love this show. Okay, one more caller. It's, again, I don't have a name. Ottawa, Ontario, you're on.
Is it me, Dee?
It's you, baby. Who is this?
It's Wilma. Again, normal, I started with one question, and I started listening to you from the beginning of the show today, and I'm walking away with, I'm almost 70 years old. My stuck point has been the abundance, as you know. Today, and this has been building up the last few weeks, what I want to create for myself is not just abundance, but optimal physical and financial well-being. And this is a biggie, a divine romantic partner.
Okay. And you absolutely have the belief, Wilma, that you can't have it all.
I do now.
It goes back right in this moment. Do you believe you can have it all? No. So if you don't believe you can have it all, baby, that means you're going to have to choose one of those things, which goes back to the very beginning of everything that I talked about at the beginning of the show. Were you on?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to go back and re-listen to the beginning of the show. They want to give you a core belief to start working on. This page here, 1, 2. Yeah, see, I can never be God. Your creation, guys, never starts outside of you. You're not waiting for God to guide the angels' fate or destiny. If you are waiting, you are not creating. And all the creation must start within you first. And then the universe can answer you. Do you understand?
I do, and what you said at the beginning of the call that got me excited was, what do I have to get in alignment with? And I already knew about the abundance. And
First of all, the first thing you have to get into alignment is I'm the God of me, and I create everything I want successfully. Everything. And then the channel is suggesting to you, make a list. You hear me say this every show. Make a list of everything you want in a man and in a relationship. Make a list of everything you want financially, and they're adding right now, you need to love money a lot more. Right now, you don't love money because you don't have as much of what you want. Okay? So that's a good place to start. Every morning, every night, you go to your love place. I am the powerful God of me, and I am creating everything I want successfully right now, and the universe creates with me everything I want right now. Start there, okay?
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, sweetheart. And again, guys, I just want you all to know that awesome magical creation, these are all the things that the program addresses. Okay? So you keep asking. I created a program for you, so go to your heart. You'll know if you want to do it. Let's say it together loud and proud. I love me. I love me, and I love me even more. Because I know that's what it's all about.
Thank you for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archive shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.